Well. Welcome back. You know who I am. And if you don't know, I'm loyal and this is my stage. This is my channel. So welcome in, okay? If you are not a spicy Twizzler, please subscribe. I appreciate it very much if you do so. And if you share, that'd be even awesomer. Is that a word? Girl, child, guys. Anyway, so I am loyal. So just sit back and relax. We're going to get into this reaction. And don't forget to always raise your frequency to a higher frequency. Let's be positive towards one another. And if you have anything that you would like to talk about, please leave it in the comments box below. And don't forget to check out the description box as well. And like I said, share, turn your notifications on, subscribe, sit back like I am, and enjoy what I have coming to you. Let's get spicy.
She's in prison now. For what? For the, I'll tell you the whole story. So she does fashion, beauty, like the normal makeup vlogs. Yeah. And usually in her vlogs, her mom makes an appearance. She has a very close-knit relationship with her mom, but her mom at the time, she didn't like her relationship with the dad. So she's like, okay, behind the back, I'm gonna just get a bunch of dating apps and go and have an affair. Fam, her mom was 43. She was having an affair with an 18-year-old. Damn. She was buying her like dinners, spending hella money. Yeah. The whole time, maybe vlogs knew that she was having an affair, but didn't want to snitch. This is not no like money thing. They actually love each other. Yeah. But one day, the mom, she was like, this is getting like old. I don't want it no more. So Sakib was like, yeah, stay with me, or I'm gonna show the dad everything, all of the adult things that we made on our phone and shit, right? So the whole plan they made was like he has all the tapes that we made. Yeah. We have to get his phone, erase everything, right? So maybe vlogs, and the mom was like, cause they called Sakib and was like, okay, I want you to meet me at this parking lot. I'm gonna give you back all the money you gave me, and we'll just call it a day, right? So Sakib pulls up with his friend, right? He looks out the window. The mom comes out, but she's with like 6 girls and baby vlogs, bro. So as soon as they see this, they step back into the car. They're like, no, fuck that, and then they start going off. There's 2 cars. Now it's like a Tokyo Drift type car chase. During that, they successfully drive him off the road. And
first of all, that was wild. Okay, would you do that with your mother or for your mother? I'm gonna have to think about that. But if you would do it or not do it, let me know how you feel about that video. I mean, wowzers, okay? Wowzers. And don't forget to believe what you believe. And this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Next.
Every single president in U.S. history is related to one king. So the presidents weren't voted in by the people, but they were actually selected based on royal bloodline. 15 or so years ago, this 12-year-old girl, for her 7th grade project, went into each, with the help of her grandparents, went down the lineage of each president, and they all connected to one man.
Weird.
Except for one at the time.
Okay. Who? Roosevelt.
No, it was Martin Van Buren, the 8th president.
Yeah.
But they connected to one man. All their lineage traced back to King John, and he was of the house of I'm going to totally butcher this. The house of Plantagenet.
Very interesting. It's very interesting to know because I did not know that at all. Now, did they teach that to you in school? Or is this just propaganda? You let me know how you feel. Don't forget to do your own research. Next.
In human history. Did you know we might have never physically landed on the moon? What we've been told could all be an elaborate lie. Even outer space, as we understand it, might be out of reach because there's allegedly an invisible barrier surrounding our globe called the firmament. And beyond this firmament, water. Yes, you heard that right. There are documents that supposedly provide evidence for this. The government reportedly launched rockets into the atmosphere to test reactions. But here's the kicker. Some theories suggest it was all an attempt to crack this so-called firmament. And get this, the program was called Operation Fishbowl. You can find proof of that online. Isn't that insane? The theory goes even further, suggesting that when you look at stars, they seem to shine through a liquid-like substance, whether with the naked eye or through a camera. People have come forward with these claims. Several individuals have identified rockets launched into the sky, hitting an invisible ceiling, and then curving across, as if there's a barrier up there.
This is something that I do believe. When I was a child, I used to always question. And I would get shut down in school. Can you believe that? By asking questions. It happens. And if you can relate when you ask questions in school by anything, like any subject, and you would get turned down because you asked too many questions. Yeah, that's what one of my teachers told me. Believe it or not. Next.
1920 is when everything pretty much changed. They started changing every single thing. They started removing certain parts of the history. They started rewriting the history. 1920s is about that time. Educational system started changing everything. Rockefeller educational system. So if you find books, you want to find books before 1920s. Because if you don't find books before 1920s, you're usually being told a bunch of nonsense. And you look at a lot of the free energy books too, and everything related to the ether. That's before 1920s. The ether was removed from the periodic table after 1908. Every book you look into talks about ether and terrestrial magnetism and all of these things. 1908, that was removed off the periodic table.
Wonder why.
And that was removed so that people would not believe in the ether. They would think it's woo-woo. They would think it's pseudoscience. Those are all terms of the Rockefeller educational system. Coming up with terms to debunk the truth and debunk what we were once connected to. Then when you get rid of ether, you get rid of everything related to the fifth element and the quantum. You get rid of all of that. And then you make up a whole new narrative.
And that's
you
why.
remove all that so that when you can't explain something, you just say, I don't know.
Shame on them. Makes you wonder, like, about everything. You should question everything. Woo, child, I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings because that was spicy, okay? That was definitely spicy. I mean, wowzers. What is going on out here in this world, land, atmosphere, universe that we are a part of? Like, do your own research. Next. I see exactly what's happening, okay? I mean, yeah, I'm connected. All right, I'm connected. Hopefully you're connected because not only do I hear like my other folks, that talk about these things, I hear my other people talk about these things, and, the Simpsons are definitely onto something. Whomever's writing that, they're onto something that we don't know or that's beyond us at this moment. I mean, come on, like years and years ago, These things are popping up years and years ago, and then it's coming up now. Come on now. Like, come on. Oh, sorry. Anyway, but pay attention to American Dad as well. Family Guy. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get spicy, baby. Let's get spicy. Next.
Lady that actually proved the Mandela effect is a government experiment. So she was able to prove this. Yeah, so one of the most popular Mandela effects is the Fruit of the Loom Mandela effect, where everybody remembers there being a cornucopia on the logo of Fruit of the Loom clothing, but apparently there's not. And this lady was super convinced that there used to be a cornucopia on the logo, but Fruit of the Loom came out and said that they've never had a cornucopia, basically just calling this lady crazy. And Fruit of the Loom even has a post of all the past logos they had, all the way back to like 1893, and basically they're trying to prove that they've never had a cornucopia on their logo. But then someone came out and they actually have photo proof of this, that they found a piece of clothing in their closet with the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom logo. And then after this, people did more digging and they actually found newspaper articles talking about Fruit of the Loom and how there's a cornucopia around it.
Wait, so this is like the first Mandela effect to really be confirmed?
Yeah, then they literally found government documents of the Fruit of the Loom company mentioning a cornucopia, showing that the cornucopia has been a...
So, do you believe in the Mandela effect? I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe it. I did my own research, and I know what I know. I asked around just to make sure that I was not bugging, okay? And not just this particular one. I'm talking about Mandela himself. But this one here, I'm pretty damn sure, because I have lots of brothers. So, yeah, Fruit of the Loom was in the family. Okay. Daddy's brothers. Yeah, it was there. So, it's kind of funny because this Richard Simmons situation too. Huh? I thought he passed away like 2014, 15, something like that, 16, something like that. Hey, do your own research. I'm just saying what I remember in my mind. Okay, so, let's talk about it. Ooh, it's getting spicy.
That's on my mind the most. You know what I'm saying? The thing that we all got to deal with every day, but don't really know. The industry. The industry. Man, it's not the same. Doesn't have to do with talent. It's about playing the game. The industry. Real niggas is dying to get in. The industry. Just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry is trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going to dress like this and talk with the bat.
You got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of dick-sucking, dick-riding, bending over the desk ass niggas, straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it, nigga. Bring it. I don't give a fuck. Bring it. Bring it. I'm not...
Now, this kind of gets to me a little bit because I was once close to the industry a few years ago, and I could have been in this game, but it was something keeping me from going that extra mile. So I didn't question it, and I didn't sign. Next.
Nikola Tesla was a time traveler. It's true. This theory states that Tesla was openly obsessed with the idea of time travel. In fact, he worked on a time machine project throughout his career, and many believe that he succeeded. Some say that Tesla could see the past, present, and future of an object at the same time. Tesla also experimented with magnetic waves, which some say that the radiation from these waves could have put him in a completely different space-time window. However, this experimentation hurt him badly, which led many to claim that he was hallucinating. This theory gets even crazier, though. After his death, all of his notes and research were taken away by the FBI and supposedly disappeared shortly after. Coincidence? I think not.
Not as well. Just my opinion. Next.
Was a singer, and her husband, I believe his name is Orlando Bloom, bought the Bragg's apple cider vinegar company, and they have teamed up with Bill Gates and now are using his A-pill apples. Let me sort of educate the audience a little bit about what
apeel is, A-P-E-E-L. It uses monosaccharides and disaccharides, which are byproducts of all oil processing. Okay, so the byproducts of things like soybean oil, canola oil, which are very harmful to the body. And these byproducts are trans fats. This is really important. They're trans fats. Trans fats in most countries, all of Europe, are banned. And the reason why they're banned is because they cause coronary heart disease. What's your position as somebody who understands the land, respects the land, who's growing, showing people how to grow? What's your position on watching somebody buy this amount of land with that type of intention?
Thank you, my spicy Twizzlers, for tuning in to this video. Please give it a like, comment, subscribe, turn the notifications on, share it with your friends, your family, things like that, because we're all out here trying to do better, hopefully. And we're all out here trying to raise our frequency and open our mind to what's out there that we don't know about, what we may need to know, and get that information passed down to generation, right? That's all I'm saying. Just pass it down. Anyway, it is free to subscribe, so don't worry. Just subscribe. It's okay. I'll be right here. I'm loyal. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Let's get spicy.